page. Sometimes the return address is the only part that stays. Sometimes the return address is the only part that stays. Sunday evening, steeple shadows long, white lines on asphalt like undone songs. He says left foot listens, right foot believes. Hands at 10 and 2, a heartbeat between. She lets the clutch up like a prayer on a string. The engine coughs, the whole world leans. They stall where the choir once stood and breathed, till the tremble turns to wood. Forward is a feeling, not a road. Something in your chest that lets the engine know. When the map goes quiet and the signs don't show, you can lift your foot and still be brave enough to go. Forward is a feeling, not a road. She tries again, small hands, big wheel. Ghost of hymnals in the windshield. He names the gears like months they made it through. First is the ache, second's learning what to do. Third says forgive the parts we couldn't hold. She shifts and finds the courage getting bold. The car hops once, then learns to sing. The parking lot becomes a ring. Forward is a feeling, not a road. Something in your chest that lets the engine know. When the map goes quiet and the signs don't show, you can lift your foot and still be brave enough to go. Forward is a feeling, not a road. They circle past the handicap blue, place where they parked last winter's news. He points to the cross where the light leaks gold. Says some turns you take, some turns take hold. She laughs at the stall like a joke that forgives, and they watch the dusk learn where they just a hill you can't see, a clutch you hold till you feel ease. Maybe love is letting off slow and trusting what hums will carry the load. He says don't rush, feel the bite. She says I am, and finds the night. Forward is a feeling and not a road. Something in your chest that lets the engine know. When the map goes quiet and the signs don't show, you can lift your foot and still be brave enough to go. Forward is a feeling, not a road. Forward is a feeling, not a road. You can stall and still arrive where you're supposed. In a church lot loop with the parking stripes for roads, we learn to move by heart, and that's enough to hold. Forward is a feeling, not a road.
Morning in a borrowed kitchen, tape on the window scene, audition number pinned like a brave little dream. She braids his cowlick, smiles at the mirror's doubt, packs grapes in a lunch bag, tells the fear you can wait it out. County line of ribbon, they've learned to tie and untie. Minivan prayer hands, gripping 12 and 9. The GPS keeps asking for a street they can't afford, so she follows what she knows is left the Lord. Gas money and mercy, that's the atlas we believe. Two wrinkled bills and kindness are the roads that we can read. From casting rooms to couches, from a lock that eats the key. Gas money and mercy draw a path for you and me. Waiting rooms with fluorescent blessings, headshots smiling through second-hand frames. He practices lines to the hum of the vending machine. She mouthed along when the vowels get strange, callbacks are thunder you hope is rain. She writes yes on a sticky note and posts it to his name. Every no is just a fence with a missing board, and through that gap she swears she sees a stage with our reward. Gas money and mercy, that's the atlas we believe. Two wrinkled bills and kindness are the roads that we can read. From casting rooms to couches, from a lock that eats the key. Gas money and mercy draw a path for you and me. Rent comes due like a clock with teeth. She trades a necklace to buy a week. He counts the quarters like galaxy stars, says, Mom, look, enough to get us far. They trace the margin of a flyer on the fridge. Circle open call and circle bridge. Maybe love is a map with water stains, routes drawn in faith where ink can't remain. Maybe grace is a tank that never reads full, but somehow makes it past the pull. She tells the wheel I'll carry the miles. He answers I'll carry the smiles. Gas money and mercy, that's the atlas we believe. Two wrinkled bills and kindness are the roads that we can read. From casting rooms to couches, from a lock that eats the key. Gas money and mercy draw a path for you and me. Gas money and mercy, when the night forgets to lead, we follow tail lights of strangers and the good and simple deeds. If tomorrow asks for courage more than any guarantee, gas money and mercy draw a path for you and me. Gas money and mercy draw a path for you and me.
Griddle talks and moonlit grease, neon hums a halo on the glass. I flip the night from left to right, count the miles in every passing cab. Salt and sugar share a shaker, like two names we used to rhyme. Table 9 keeps one place open, silverware lined like railroad time. Out past town the dark is wide, but in here songs remember light. I keep the jukebox humming for the ghosts and truck stop saints, pour the coffee for the highway and the ache the silence paints. You're still walking when the bell rings in the doorway of my mind. I set a plate that no one claims, keep your order warm at table 9. Cash drawer clicks like distant signals, pies breathe cinnamon and steam. Diesel prayers and denim jackets leave their stories, take their lead. I wipe the counter like a page where your laughter used to sign. Ketchup blooms a red reminder, roses poured from another time. Some goodbyes don't slam or shatter, they just dim like diner lights. I keep the jukebox humming for the ghosts and truck stop saints, pour the coffee for the highway and the ache the silence paints. You're still walking when the bell rings in the doorway of my mind. I set a place
that no one claims. Keep your order warm at table 9. And muscle memory, eggs over easy wheat toast jam. I hear you ask for extra cherry, like a secret only counters understand. Outside the semis braid the night, low and lonely, steady spine. Inside the clock rides circles, loops that lead me back in time. Maybe love is kitchen hours, quiet work and patient heat. Maybe faith is turning bacon till the morning finds its feet. So I stack the cups like little chapels, white and white and clean and kind, and let the jukebox keep a vigil for the life we left behind. I keep the jukebox humming for the ghosts and truck stop saints, pour the coffee for the highway and the ache the silence paints. You still walking when the bell rings in the doorway of my mind. I set a plate that no one claims. Keep your order warm at table 9. I keep the jukebox humming for the ghosts and truck stop saints, pour the coffee till the neon trades its blue for morning lines. If the years won't bring you back here, still the sugar pours just fine. I set a plate that no one claims. Keep your order warm at table 9. I set a plate that no one claims. Keep your order warm at table 9.
The river carries my worries downstream. I stand on the bank where the willows lean. Skips a light on a broken run. Pebbles talk soft to the setting sun. I toss in the fear I can't afford, watch it sail like a paperwork. But just when the current starts to roar, your name keeps floating back to shore. I count the ripples, 1, 2 more, still hear you knocking at my door. The river carries my worries downstream, but your name keeps floating back to shore. I pray it drowns in the eddies between, but your name keeps floating back to shore. I send it off like a faded dream, and the water says not anymore. The river carries my worries downstream, but your name keeps floating back to shore. I wrote you out on a maple leaf, hoping the bend would bring me relief. Watched it spin past the cottonwood roots, past kids in the shallows and Sunday suits. I whispered go to the drifting line, gave the pass to the slow decline. But the leaf came back like it's been here before. Your name keeps floating back to shore. I skip skip a stone to break the spell. It hops then sinks and you rise so well. The river carries my worries downstream, but your name keeps floating back to shore. I pray it drowns in the eddies between, but your name keeps floating back to shore. I send it off like a faded dream, and the water says not anymore. The river carries my worries downstream, but your name keeps floating back to shore. There's a bridge where we carved two hearts. Rain washed the rails, but it spared those marks. I walk it slow with the grain and rust, learning the difference between love and trust. The currents acquire with 1,000 throats, singing our secrets in silver notes. I listen for peace, but I hear you more. Your name keeps floating back to shore. Let the banks hold what words ignore. Your name returns like a tide at full. The river carries my worries downstream, but your name keeps floating back to shore. I pray it drowns in the eddies between, but your name keeps floating back to shore. I send it off like a faded dream, and the water says not anymore. The river carries my worries downstream, but your name keeps floating back to shore. Maybe love is a homing line, a hidden current under time. Maybe healing is not a door, but standing still where the waters roar. I cup the stream in my open hands. It slips right through but understands what stays, what goes, what's worth the ore. Back and back the same old lore. Your name keeps floating back to shore. Dusk of herons ride the sky, long slow letters as they fly. I read them wrong, I read them right. Either way, you show up in the light. I build a prayer from driftwood sticks, a little raft with hopeful tricks. But dawn or night's what I implore. Your name keeps floating back to shore. If mercy's wide and grace is deep, then let that river rock me to sleep. The river carries my worries downstream, but your name keeps floating back to shore. I pray it drowns in the eddies between, but your name keeps floating back to shore. I send it off like a faded dream, and the water says not anymore. The river carries my worries downstream, but your name keeps floating back to shore. So I'll meet the morning where the minnows pour, and make my peace with what returns once more. Your name keeps floating back to shore. Your name keeps floating back to shore.
We carved our initials in the cottonwood skin, river doing signatures with a borrowed wind. You said forever in a laugh you couldn't hide. I tucked the promise like a note in my back pocket wide. The water kept our secret like a ledger under glass, and every ripple swore it knew how long a love could last. But dreams buy gas only so far.
the dream won't pay. Rent due Tuesday, tips thin as a hem. Time card ink like a river on my skin. You pull the graveyard shift at the plant's blue roar. I brew midnight coffee at the corner store. There's a jar by the stove marked someday soon, full of nickels that sing like a dusty tune. We learn the math of mercy and grit, balance what we have with what won't quit. Love keeps the lights on, even when the dream won't pay. When the numbers don't add up, we add another day. We sign our names in overtime, hold each other through the fray. Love keeps the lights on, even when the dream won't pay. Saturday morning on the thrift store aisle, you try on futures in a mirror smile. I grab a frame for a picture that we'll take when the river season turns, like a page we'll make. We pass the park where the bark still knows those crooked letters where the first fire glows. Some loves of fireworks, loud and gone. Ours is a porch bulb burning on. In the margins of the pay stubs, on the backs of receipts, we write small hallelujahs only we can read. If the current runs lean and the ledger runs tight, we'll tide our laughter to the thin of the night. Love keeps the lights on, even when the dream won't pay. When the numbers don't add up, we add another day. We sign our names in overtime, hold each other through the fray. Love keeps the
park along the fence like church bells out of tune. The engine's ticking down their prayers. Wind-braided gravel and a little crowns put a halo of dust in the air. Someone joked too loud to keep from breaking. Someone stared at the sky like it owed him an answer. The old crew stood where we used to floor it, measuring the gap between thunder and cancer. Names on our tongues like matches, afraid of what they light. There's a line out here you can barely see between dare and disappear. We walked in young with gasoline knees, now we bless it standing here. Halo of dust on a gravel road goodbye, and the truth gets crystal clear. There's a line out here you can barely see between dare and disappear. We remembered midnight bridges and the river's double dare, tailgates, knives and tires, summer's borrowed flare. He was always first to jump the fence, last to show the bruise. We called it grit, we called it legend, we never called it lose. And now his mama holds a photograph like a stop sign no one saw. We pass it round and feel the hush that outshouts every law. If courage is a bright white stripe, we learned it's painted thin. There's a line out here you can barely see between dare and disappear. We walked in young with gasoline knees, now we bless it standing here. Halo of dust on a gravel road goodbye, and the truth gets crystal clear. There's a line out here you can barely see between dare and disappear. Boot prints soften where the preacher tries to rhyme, a reckless dawn with grace. We mouth amen, but what we mean is, God, please let the next kid break. A siren far away remembers us. The wind repeats our names. We look at one another like a mirror that finally learned our age. Maybe living isn't louder, maybe living learns to hear. The small red light on consequence, the quiet voice that steers. We'll keep the spark but build a lantern, glass between the flame and fear. We'll teach our sons the same sharp thrill and how to keep it here. There's a line out here you can barely see between dare and disappear. We walked it young with gasoline knees, now we bless it standing here. Halo of dust as we turn our trucks around and roll out slow from here. There's a line out here you can barely see between dare and disappear. There's a line out here between dare and disappear.
I measure grief in gas receipts and missed exits, crumpled proof of places I passed by, coffee rings and county line tickets, talking to the windshield asking why. Mileage climbs like a stubborn prayer, radio low like a friend who cares. I chase the taillights I can't fix, counting grief and gas receipts and missed exits. Every green sign says turn, I don't. Every mile marker says stop, I won't. I measure grief and gas receipts and missed exits, road dust on the heart I can't outdrive. I keep the proofs in the glove box with the W-2s and regrets, as if a total might say I survived. If healing's a town I keep circling, I'll admit this. I measure grief and gas receipts and missed exits. Your name's a lane I drift into, all the rumble strips can do is sing. I rehearse the words I meant to use, then fold them back like a map with a tear in the seam. Neon motels promise rest, but rest won't answer when you've done your best. So I buy another gallon and a peppermint, and count the change for what it meant. Hold the wheel till the ache turns numb, hold my breath when the memories come. I measure grief and gas receipts and missed exits, road dust on the heart I can't outdrive. I keep the proofs in the glove box with the W-2s and regrets, as if a total might say I survived. If healing's a town I keep circling, I'll admit this. I measure grief and gas receipts and missed exits. Past the diner where we split a slice, open 24 like a stubborn lie. I passed the bridge where we said alright, meaning we'll try in the softest bite. The atlas sleeps in the seat back sleep, pages worn where we believe. Now every turnpike toll feels like another price for what we tried. If mercy's a ramp that I overshoot, let the night bring me back to the truth. I measure grief and gas receipts and missed exits, road dust on the heart I can't outdrive. I keep the proofs in the glove box with the W-2s and regrets, as if a total might say I survived. If healing's a town I keep circling, I'll admit this. I measure grief and gas receipts and missed exits. Maybe tomorrow I'll take the right turn, pull off where the cottonwoods lean, buy a cheap bouquet and let it burn into the river like a clean routine. Call my mother from a shoulder wide, tell my father I'm still on the ride. Let the past wave by in the rear view glass, and bless the miles I couldn't pass. Add it up, miles and minutes, tears and tickets, I'm still in it. Sun comes up on a diesel hill, fog lifts slow from a borrowed field. I read those slips like a ledger limb, then fold them flat and let them yield. I see a sign for a town we planned, take the lane with a shaking hand. Maybe grief is how you go till you find a road that says go slow. Turn signal clicking like a heart that mends, I take the exit I missed back then. I measured grief and gas receipts and missed exits, but this morning writes a different line. I'll keep the proofs as a record I existed, not a sentence I'm confined behind. If healing's a town I keep circling, I forgive this. I won't count grief and gas receipts and missed exits. slips and breathe them thin, then take the turn and let light in. No more grief and gas receipts and missed exits. I take the road that leads me in. A cracked teacup taught me how to hold love gently. Morning light on the kitchen tile, hairline rivers running thin and friendly, steam curled up like a patient smile. I used to grab at what was breaking, trying to stop the spill. But some things meant by slow partaking, hands that learn to still turn the cup and see the scene. Fragile doesn't mean it's weak. A cracked teacup taught me how to hold love gently, how to pour with both hands, steady heart bent kindly. Not too tired and not too empty, leave a little room for healing quietly. If mercy has a handle, let it lead me. A cracked teacup taught me how to hold love gently. We argued soft by the window's flutter, words like spoons on a trembling plate. You said I'm tired, I set down the clutter, said I can listen, we can wait. I warmed the kettle, turned the burner low, let silence take a chair. We watched the steam and learned to show how care can be repaired. Lift it careful, breathe it through. What we keep will carry you. A cracked teacup taught me how to hold love gently, how to pour with both hands, steady heart bent kindly. Not too tight and not too empty, leave a little room for healing quietly. If mercy has a handle, let it lead me. A cracked teacup taught me how to hold love gently. There's a golden thread along the broken line, shining where the break once hurt. Funny how the scars can underline all the ways that love can work. We pass that cup like a little vial across the table's worn out grain. It says be careful with it now and don't be cruel with pain. Tip and sip, don't rush or spill, let the quiet do its will. A cracked teacup taught me how to hold love gently, how to pour with both hands, steady heart bent kindly. Not too tight and not too empty, leave a little room for healing quietly. If mercy has a handle, let it lead me. A cracked teacup taught me how to hold love gently. Maybe strong is not unbreaking, maybe strong is being kind, maybe brave is softly taking what we'd rather leave behind. Set the cup back in the saucer, hear that tiny faithful ring. Even chipped it keeps its offer, stay and share a warming thing. Hold it lightly, breathe and see, gentle is a way to be. Now when storms lean hard on windows and the day won't treat us right, we brew 2 cups and let the wind go wrap our fingers round the light. We don't hide the mended places, let them sparkle when we pour. What was fragile turns to grace, is more itself than before. Turn the cup and bless the seam. Fragile taught us how to lean. A cracked teacup taught me how to hold love gently, how to pour with both hands, steady heart bent kindly. Not too tight and not too empty, leave a little room for healing quietly. If mercy has a handle, let it lead me. A cracked teacup taught me how to hold love gently. Set it by the sink to dry, we learned enough to try. A cracked teacup taught me how to hold love gently. High water mark still ghost the cinder wall. River rode its height in silt and straw. I roll the frame beneath the chain fall's jaw. A drowned out prayer waiting on the spark. Her taillights left the night like matches done. I kept the keys and half a heart undone. A socket clicks, small thunder in my hands. I tighten what the water tried to unplan. From 3 donor trucks and a toolbox of grace, I'm bolting back a life the river tried to take. Every nut I thread, every washer I place, forgives a little more of the leaving in her wake. When memory floods and the tide won't break, I torque it to mercy till the steel holds and doesn't shake. Yard out on County 9, weeds through chrome. I barter with the rust for a spine and a home. 94 with a bed straight, 01 with lungs. 88 with a steering box that still remembers turns. Number stamped like scripture on the block. I read them slow, let patience find the clock. A gasket breathes where sorrow used to hiss. I grease the hinge and call it tenderness. From 3 donor trucks and a toolbox of grace, I'm bolting back a life the river tried to take. Every nut I thread, every wash
coughs like a hymn with a crack. Blue smoke spelling out the miles I lacked. I chased the leaks the way I chased her name, tied until the drift forgets its aim. Headlights find the water line and pass, casting out the storm I kept in glass. There's a spec for torque, a field for right. You learn it in your bones, not by the light. Love's like that, no diagram for state. Just turn till snug, then back off grace a quarter way. If flood is a teacher with muddy hands, then mercy is a rag that understands. From 3 donor trucks and a toolbox of grace, I'm bolting back alive the river tried to take. Every nut I thread, every washer I place, forgives a little more of the leaving in her wake. When memory floods and the tide won't break, I torque it to mercy till the steel holds and doesn't shake. From 3 donor trucks, from water lines and ache, I built a road that doesn't need her name. If tomorrow rises shining off the break, I'll drive it clean and let the past unmake. I torque it to mercy till the steel holds and doesn't shake.
We count constellations like rent money, hoping both add up by morning light. Porch swing squeaks out a hymn for honey, crickets keep the ledger of the night. Coffee in a chip blue cup, change in a jar with the grocery list. You hold the sky and I hold us up. Every wish is pennies thin, still we toss them to the wind. We count constellations like rent money, hoping both add up by morning. If the landlord dawn comes calling, let mercy do the talking. We stack our prayers like dollar bills, fold them neat where fear won't spill. We count constellations like rent money, hoping both add up by morning. There's Orion over the tool-shed roof, a belt that holds our hope in place. There's a dipper ladle proof that someone's saving grace. For grace we circle due dates on the fridge, balance courage, cut the pride. You say, baby, build the bridge, I say I'll meet you on that side. Add the breath and not the lack, round the love and give it back. We count constellations like rent money, hoping both add up by morning. If the landlord dawn comes calling, let mercy do the talking. We stack our prayers like dollar bills, fold them neat where fear won't spill. We count constellations like rent money, hoping both add up by morning. We've got envelopes with scribbled names, power, water, half a tank. We've got laughter for the tougher days, and a bank made out of thanks. Your shoulder is my savings plan, your kiss my 1%. We tied our time to this little land and paying what we meant. Count to 4, breathe it through. What we have is me and you. We count constellations like rent money, hoping both add up by morning. If the landlord dawn comes calling, let mercy do the talking. We stack our prayers like dollar bills, fold them neat where fear won't spill. We count constellations like rent money, hoping both add up by morning. Maybe wealth is how we learn to share the small and keep it warm. Maybe riches nights return, a roof of stars through any storm. If the sun won't meet the dew, let the heavens cover you. We'll pay the difference hand in hand in promises we understand. Star by star, cent by cent, love makes interest out of intent. Dawn lays copper on the lawn, nickels of light along the seam. We check the jar, we check the yawn, find we've made a little dream. Not everything we owe is paid, not everything we want will be, but the math of us is softly made, and it carries more than need. Round the edges, call it grace. Count the sun on your sweet face. We counted constellations like rent money, hoping both add up by morning. The ledger's still got lines to fill, but the daybreak's ours for the owning. We'll stack our prayers like dollar bills, spend them out in ordinary thrills. We count constellations like rent money, and love keeps paying in the morning. Kiss your palm, you hold the cup, the sky and we are adding up. We count the stars, we count our bread, and count on us for what's ahead. Friday lights, brass band heat, steam from the kettle like a county fair hymn. I shake the sugar, salt and sweet, count the quarters in a coffee tin. The bleachers roar in little waves, mascots stumble, parents pray. I wear the past like an apron string, tied in a knot I never cut away. Then you show up with a sleepy kid, hands in pockets like you used to do. We sign what's left with sugar and steam, call it even in the glow of the team. You say, have you been? I say, it's been a minute. You pass a 5, I fold the truth within it. Under Friday night lights and a chorus of drums, the paper bag becomes a peace treaty between us. Sweet and salt on our fingertips, we find a truce where the kettle spits. Your boy points up at the spinning gold, eyes like autumn cowlick brave. Is it hot? He asks, I nod. Pour the harvest into a crinkled cave. You thank me soft with a second glance, like you're reading names on a monument. I hear the whistle, feel the stance of every almost said and never sent. I spoon out extra just because, the kind of mercy small towns know. We sign what's left with sugar and steam, call it even in the glow of the team. You say, have you been? I say, it's been a minute. You pass a 5, I fold the truth within it. Under Friday night lights and a chorus of drums, the paper bag becomes a peace treaty between us. Sweet and salt on our fingertips, we find a truce where the kettle spits. We laugh about Coach still pacing lines, about the marching snares that never age. You say I was young and out of time, I say me too, and let it fade. Your kid asked if he can feed the crows. We watch the shadows take their share. Some debts are paid and letting go, right there in the stadium air. Maybe love grows up as maps get small, finds a softer way to meet. Maybe closure doesn't call, it just hands you change in something sweet. I shake the pot, the kernels pop like sorries bursting into light. We tear the edge and taste the stop of a long unfinished night. We sign what's left with sugar and steam, call it even in the glow of the team. You say, have you been? I say, it's been a minute. You pass a 5, I fold the truth within it. Under Friday night lights and a chorus of drums, the paper bag becomes a peace treaty between us. Sweet and salt on our fingertips, we find a truce where the kettle spits. We sign what's left with sugar and steam, smile like folks who finally mean. No hard names, no looking back, just blessings in a paper sack. Under Friday night lights and a chorus of drums, the paper bag becomes a peace treaty between us. The paper bag becomes a peace treaty between us. carved our letters in the cottonwood skin. River carried secrets like a ledger in the wind. Forever was a word that fit your laughing mouth. I wore it like a lucky coin, warm and south. Ripples turned to calendared pages as they ran, promising the future like a salesman can. But stars don't swipe at checkout lines, and gas is dear when hope declines. When the dream comes up short, we make the difference up in heart. Keep the meter spinning with the light from where we start. Overdue and overtime, still we shoulder every part. When the dream comes up short, we make the difference up in heart. Red note blinking from the icebox door, time card ink like a bruise we can't ignore. You punch the night at the plant that hums blue. I count out change at the all-night drive-thru. Jar by the stove says honeymoon someday. Nickels learning patience in a small glass bay. We do the math of mercy and grit and balance what we have with what won't quit. When the dream comes up short, we make the difference up in heart. Keep the meter spinning with the light from where we start. Overdue and overtime, still we shoulder every part. When the dream comes up short, we make the difference up in heart. Saturday bargains in a thrift store like. You try on futures and they almost fit right. We drive past the river where the bark still knows. Crooked initials where the first fire glows. We don't ask magic to erase the line, we just teach our laughter how to stretch each dime. Some loves bloom loud, spark once, then fade. Ours is a porch bulb steady in the shade. On receipt backs, margin thin and spare. We write small hallelujahs that pay more than they declare. If the ledger won't forgive and the hours run lean, we'll cash in kindness where the world can't see. When the dream comes up short, we make the difference up in heart. Keep the meter spinning with the light from where we start. Overdue and overtime, still we shoulder every part. When the dream comes up short, we make the difference up in heart. When the dream comes up short, we make the difference up in heart. From cottonwood vows to a kitchen full of charts. If the moon runs out of change, we'll still finish what we start. When the dream comes up short, we make the difference up in heart. When the dream comes up short, we make the difference up in heart. Morning bus stop, silver mist on Main. Your scarf, a small flag of everyday grace. I learned the schedule by the way you hum. Coffee steam drawing halos round your face. Paper ticket tucked like a secret prayer. I keep my distance, but my hope stands near. I mark the minutes by the lift of your eyes, like mileposts on a quiet county drive. I don't need a promise, don't need my name on your skin. I count your smiles like heartbeats, keeping time within. From the bus stop, bookshop, corner booth I've been, it's enough to see you happy. The world feels warm again. Used bookstore bell rings, soft and thin. Dust turns to daylight when you spin the aisles. You choose old poems with a broken spine. I fold your laughter, save it for the miles. A note I'll never send rests in my sleeve. It says be safe, be bright, be free. I keep my kindness like a porch light on, for strangers and for you when evenings run long. I don't need a promise, don't need my name on your skin. I count your smiles like heartbeats, keeping time within. From the bus stop, bookshop, corner booth I've been, it's enough to see you happy. World feels warm again. Corner cafe, your window seat, church sun paints the sugar like Sunday snow. You sketch the day in a